let's have a look at fractions. So what we've got at the top here is we've got a rectangle. We've broken into 3 equal sized parts, and one of those 3 parts there you can see has been shaded in. Okay, so because it's been shaded in, the numerator tells me that I've got 1 part that's shaded, and the denominator tells me that there were 3 parts altogether. Alright, the key there is that they're all equally sized. So, ignore that bit, I made a mistake in there. If you look at these 3 pictures down here, there's 3 different ways of drawing an image to represent 3 pieces equally divided, of which one of them is shaded in. Okay, so you can, if you prefer rectangles horizontally, vertically, circles, whatever, you can choose whatever shape you prefer to represent it as. So here is a fraction grid, and what we've got there is the top one there is 1 whole. So that's the width there is 1 whole. If I then split that into 2 pieces, okay, so I split that into 2, then that gives me a half. If I was to split that into 3 pieces, I'd get a third, and so on. So this is a good kind of graphical representation of some basic fractions for you for comparison purposes. So let's have a look at these 2 here, 3/4 or 2/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 approximately equal rectangles. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to divide those up. So for 3/4 I want to divide them into half. First of all, I'm going to split it in half and then in half again. And these are not exactly equal, but they're close. For the second fraction, I want to represent that in thirds, so I want to split this into thirds there. So it's about there, okay? Now what I need to do, if I've got 3/4, then that tells me I've got to shade in 3 of those 4 pieces. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm just going to shade in 3 of those 4 pieces. If I've got a fraction of 2/3, that means from those 3 pieces, I'm shading in 2 of those pieces. So now comparatively, which fraction is smaller? The 2/3 is definitely the smaller fraction, okay? So that is our smaller fraction.